Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I hope you are all well today. A wee bit earlier today because sound, Linda, sound. To be fair, I've not done that for a while, but there you are. That's me slipped up. Sound is down now, so there shouldn't be any mad echoes. Ashley, good afternoon, good morning to you, good morning. Jenny, good afternoon to you, good afternoon. Yeah, it's starting to get hot in here again, and I'm ready to slip in my jammies and lie in my bed with 2 or 3 fans just facing on me, and maybe a squishy gun just squishing because I'm starting to get really hot. I've been well. I tried to visit my mum this morning. I went up to the hospital this morning. They never even right. We goes into the ward and she's got a room of her own, so goes down to her room and the nurse is standing. It was a male nurse and he was standing there and he said she's sleeping. And I said, all right. And he went, aye, she's not asleep, so this is her just sleeping. So I didn't want to disturb her and I didn't want to say, oh, let me in and maybe disturb. We came away without even seeing my mum. But I did get to talk to the nurse and ask how our medication and stuff was. Money, good afternoon. They put you to sleep every night. Do you know, so that makes me so happy. I'm glad. Jenny, good. I never get any thunderstorms. Got none. Zero. Sat here waiting. My Alexa had gave me a warning about the thunderstorms. I sat here all day, nothing. And see if there's a thunderstorm, I take my chair outside because I've got a wee kind of bit that comes over my front door. So I can sit out there without getting rain on me and just watch the thunder and lightning, nothing. Do you know when it's thunder and lightning about 2 or 3 in the morning when I'm sound asleep and nothing's going to wake me? Do you know what I'm watching now that I'm really into the now? I was on my Google Mapping, just Google Mapping as I do. Harley, baby, good afternoon. And I found myself in Deadwood, home of Calamity Jane. And listen, Calamity Jane has been one of my most favourite films ever. If I was a wee girl upwards, Doris Day was Calamity Jane, right? I loved it, loved the film Calamity Jane. But the real Calamity Jane used to kick about there with Wild Bill, right? Wild Bill, her and Wild Bill used to kick about there, like there used to be guns and it was a gold mining place and stuff like that. So I've delved into that and now I've decided that if I get a lot of money and I win the lottery, I might move there because it looks beautiful. It looks an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous place. Where is it? It's not Wyoming. It's Deadwood to Black Hills, isn't it? South Dakota. There you are. South Dakota. I want to go there now. That's where I'm moving to. Saying that, if I was a millionaire, I'd definitely have a house in Florida as well. Look at me, maybe Miami. No. I wouldn't go. I don't think I'd fancy Miami. Truth be told, is it very haunted? Listen, Ashley, we would go there, and I've got the ghost equipment coming. Did I say hello to everybody? I hope I did. See if I've missed you, I do apologise. So I've decided I want to go there. It looks gorgeous. It looks very, very scenic. And I don't think I'd be able to drag my ass up that hill to the graves unless I get one of the wee motorised scooters. And listen, if money's no limit, then I'm going to get one. Right, so we will go to the gravesite because I'll have a motorised scooter. And then if anybody's tired, I can give them a backie on the back of my motorised scooter and we can just drive all the way up there to the graves just to have a look at it to see. And that's not the original grave of Wild Bill Hickok. I'm not sure why they had to exhume him and move his body, but they did. They exhumed him. He was in a different park, different place, and then they exhumed his body and put him there. So him and Calamity Jane are side by side. Listen, I want to go and see that. And they've got saloons. I want to go to the saloon. Right, maybe not to have an alcoholic drink, maybe just to have a nice drink. Maybe a wee Bailey's nice would be nice. Right, something like that. Or a lemon and lime with plenty of ice. Something like that. But listen, seeing one of the saloons. Did they go there? See, look, there you are. I've not even watched the Aussie and Jack thing. Um, Why, right, wait, I tell you, the other night in my bed, like minding my own business, just watching my YouTube and stuff like that. And Daisy's sitting on my bed, so she starts going rrr, rrr, like that. And I'm going, what is it, hen? What is it, hen? And I sat up and I looked, and the young team were up the top there, directly up the top. And one of them had it looked like a big stone and lobbed it, doing it us, and it either hit your fence or it hit my fence or your wee hut because it hit wood. And I thought, just as well that hit wood because that'd have been one of your windies put in. That'd have been one of your windies put in. And they still hung about up the top there. I didn't want to shout anything because see if I do, I'm going to end up with dog poo through my door or a firework or something like that. So I just took Daisy to it and brought her in the living room. I thought, listen, and my window was open, so there you are. That's what they were at the. When are they going to fix the fence? I've been on the phone 3 times to the assholes. Get the fence fixed. The whole lot of the fence is ready to come down now because they never fixed the fence in the first place. I've been on to them, believe me. And they're like, oh, we're still waiting on a date from the contractors. That's what I'm getting. We're still waiting on the contractors, but we'll let you know as soon as anything happens. That was January. We're still waiting. I could have peeping Tom's peeping. Listen, the peeping Tom would be the peeping Tom would be disgusted if he was the peeping Tom at my bits and bobs. I'll tell you that felt there. Saying that poor man that stays up there, right? He's got to be looking in my bedroom at times and see me on my bed with a camera in my face and a big light in my face and all that, and me touching the camera and stuff like that. He'd be thinking, you know what he's thinking? That I'm making a lot of money on the fans thing, and I'm not. Not yet, anyway, Ashley. Not yet. Never say never, though. Oh, I dread to think they could have customer that would want. Anyway, let's get off that. But we're talking about cowboys. My mind's went completely off track now. Oh. The fence is down, and they're just not even bothering that ace. And that fence on the side as well. That's all doing. That's all doing. Do you know what though, Harley? I think we just get left. See, if we were staying up in the Porsche houses and stuff, that would all be fixed. See us, we can just leave them. They can live with it. Mind, I had raw sewage running down my path. Remember that? Raw sewage. One of the sewage things had burst, and it was like raw sewage just coming down the path. There was wee bits of toilet roll and everything in that sewage, and it was blazing hot summer this year. And I had it running down the path, and I had called so many different people. Eventually, a man came out and says, "Phone Scottish Water and tell them that you've kids." Right, and I'm going, "Well, I've not really got kids." And he's going, "Don't just tell them that you've got kids and you've got this raw sewage, right?" I take pretend. Listen, I'm a family of 5. I've got 3 kids and that here. Raw sewage. Anyway, they come out and they're like, "Oh, aye," and they fix that, right? But the raw sewage is still all down my path, and they said they were going to get somebody out that was going to fix it. A guy came out with the weakest squishy gun you've ever seen in your life, and squished a couple of bits in my thing like that, and he went, "Right, that's it." And I went, "What?" I was expecting like a power hose for that kind of thing. Do you know, I bought like 5 or 6 bottles of bleach and squished them out there myself. Went out and squished bleach everywhere myself. And they were anyway. See, this is the thing that we've got to deal with in our neck of the woods. Nothing gets done ever. And do you know, they set a fire last night, Harley. Did you know that? Up at the church up the top of the hill? Peter told me because I was sound asleep. Oh, there's the door. Peter had went up there with his partner last night, and the young team were up there, and there's a fire blazing. Right, this is up at a church there. It was just a couple of weeks ago they burnt a church to the ground, right? A church got burnt to the ground. Up there, just up the top of my hill, that was a fire. And a wee woman had says to Peter, son, could you phone the was it a wee woman that told you to phone the fire brigade last night?
Aye, in our car.
Aye, phone 999. They were saying right there was a blaze. Do you know what the young team were doing? Taking pictures of it. All you could see was flash of their camera. They're taking pictures of their handiwork. That's like somebody saying, you know what, I think I'm going to do a bit of shoplifting the day, but I'm going to take a whole video of me doing it. Taking pictures. But it was, when we came in the street after visiting my mum, I think it's a couch that they've set on fire, but it was up at the church. It was nearly another holy building burnt to the ground. There's nothing to do. This is the thing. For the youth, the young people, even wee kids and stuff like that. Do you know what I noticed when I did go to America? They had things for kids to do, like the pom-pom thing, the cheerleading, and they had all this. They had lots of wee different clubs that kids could join and stuff like that. See here, there's nothing for them. So when there's nothing for kids to do, they'll get into all sorts, like setting fires and stuff like that. And listen, our town centre is diabolical. Unless you like coffee and what else, a McDonald's, then you're for it. You need to go to Stirling or Glasgow or someplace like that shop. Because we've got nothing here. This has turned out quite a ranting video the day. We've got absolutely nothing here. Neither we have. Nothing for the kids today. Nothing for the people to shop. It's absolutely, it's like dead. It's just like dead now, this place. Is it the same in Dundee, Jenny? So, that's been the day. If you don't give kids things to do, they'll find things to do themselves, and it's usually bad stuff. Believe me, I remember walking a pipeline and stuff like that when I was about 12 or 13. A pipeline. I remember, don't ever do this, but know how you should never cross a railway track. I was that person, me and my friends. We'll be all right. We'll see a train coming. Aye, bad stuff. Jenny, this town, we've had a theatre burnt to the ground. We had the church that was a listed building burnt to the ground. And then that fire just up there last night. And the thing is, they're setting fires and taking pictures of it. They set the fire and they're taking pictures of it. Look what we've done. As I say, it's like shoplifting and going, do you know what, I'm going to take a video of me putting this right in my bag. Look. Craziness, absolutely. It's like rubbing the police's face. Look what we're doing, Paulus, and you can't do anything about. Right, where am I? Right, let me give a member shout out. I'm just going to, I was going to say ram through these names, but I'm not going to ram. I'm just going to do it fast, these names, because I've got 28 names to do today because I gave 10 memberships. There you all are. There's all your wee names here. Look, there you all are. So I'm just going to rattle through your names. And I used my pen that I took to Florida. I took that pen to Florida with me. So I used that pen. So if you're interested at all, there's a link pinned above to become a member of the channel. You get a shout out every Saturday and wee special emojis and things like that. Happy got a personal video this month because she's a gold member. If you listen, if you've got the funds, you've got the funds. If you've not got the funds, it doesn't matter. I still love you, right? So I want to thank Sally of Wonderland, Cecilia, Lindsay, Madja, Cam on Ground, Liv, Scottish Sophie, my fellow alien hunting buddy. She got a free membership. It was Kate, Neve, Pause Control, that's my M, Chelsea, Happy, Liesl, Joyce, Sunny, Angela, Missouri Mystical, Rachel, Molly, Bex, Marin, Edge of Elsamar, Stuart, Rachel, Mystery Deleted Channel, Vera, And Sloth Queen, thank you so much. And Caitlin gives me a PayPal donation every month, and it's very much appreciated. And next month I've got another 10 memberships that I can just fire out to one of these or 10 of these to get. So thank you everybody for just watching me. Thank you so much, Harley, for coming into the chat, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I don't know what the kids. I mean, if we would have said, I didn't ever set fire to anything, right? But even if we did, we wouldn't take pictures of ourselves doing it, would you? That just shows you the youth of today that they're doing stuff and taking pictures of themselves doing it. It's like craziness, crazy. Anyway, listen, and on another note, the firemen were there and I never even seen them. That would have just made my weekend complete. I did see some lovely, lovely police officers today in their vans, but that was out at my dad's bit because we went to my dad's as well. My poor wee dad is saying to me, he gave me one of my mum's handbags. I'll never use it, but it's my mum's wee handbag, so I've took it. And every time you go in, my dad's come away with stuff, and Peter came away with razors and all sorts. So, aye. But again, a wee sad thing happened. You know, it's sad and I don't. I've not got words for it. Right, the doctor had said to my dad yesterday, should my mum need resuscitated? Will they resuscitate her? And my dad said no, which is that's the right decision because she's in hell at the moment. So that was a wee sad thing, but it's something that had to be talked about. But I said, when my dad said that, I said, I hope you said no. And he went, I did. I said no. So that's what they said. But they're still trying to give her meds and her food and all the rest of it. She's still kind of kicking up a fuss. But at least she's in the hospital where doctors and nurses are that can give her help. So I'm feeling all right. And even the day no seen her, but I was right outside her room doors up there. But they didn't even let me in her room. They just said, no, she's in there sleeping. And I didn't want to annoy her, you don't, because sometimes my mum's up for days just walking about. So, anyway, that's that. But as I say, I'm loving watching this Deadwood, South Dakota. I'm watching it and I'm absolutely loving that wee town. That wee town's beautiful. I've even Google mapped it. I've got it on the Google Maps, just walking through it. It looks beautiful. I want to go to that saloon. See the saloon that I'm talking about? Did I tell you about the chair? I'll show you. They've got this chair. They've got. Oh, I do this. Need to turn the picture back camera. See that that chair? That's the chair. Apparently, that Wild Bill was sitting in right in the saloon, and somebody came out and unalived him sitting on that chair. It's called Wild Bill's Death Chair. That's a Daisy Doodle. And Daisy Doodle. And Daisy Doodle. Yeah, I'm crazy. I sing to my dog. Yeah, do sing too, you don't know. So and the scene in the saloon, see the seats in the saloon? They're like barrels, but they're cut in half with a seat in it like that. I want to go there. I want to see all that. There's Calamity Jane as well and all that. I love all that. So I've decided when I become a millionaire, that's where I'm going. I said to my dad as well, because my dad would love to go there, I'm sure. Seth Bullock, Pioneer. I don't know much about him, but apparently I think he was the guy that had the big gold nugget. He found a huge big gold nugget, I'm pretty sure. I'll watch it later. But why? Do you know something? I bet you there's a lot of gold in Scotland. Jenny, we should totally get the wee sieves and stuff like that. Get Carolyn involved as well. We should go about, because I used to see that. See, when we were going to the Isle of Bute, you used to see people in the wee streams and stuff like that with the wee pans, like searching for gold. Can you imagine that, us going out gold hunting and finding nuggets? Now, see if we did go out and find the nuggets, right? Are they legally ours, or do we need to hand them over to some sort of authority? Because if we needed to hand them over to some sort of authority, I think we would need to say that it was an heirloom that somebody had gave us. It's been passed through the family for generations, like that, so we could keep the cash. I'm not exactly sure how gold hunting works, but I think that would be funny. Saying that at my age, would my back be able to handle that? I don't know. I don't know. But listen, see if there was a lot of gold involved. Listen, F the back. I'll buy a new one. But probably there's a lot of gold, Jenny, in Scotland that we just haven't found yet. But I'd love to do that. We'd love to do that. And there was, I don't know whereabouts in America it is. I'll see if I can find it. Apparently, there's a bit that's got diamonds that you can pay to go in, and you do the same thing as a gold hunt, but there's diamonds involved. Let's see if I can find it. It's like a big. No, that's not it. There's a bit in the USA anyway that you can go and you get like the wee sib and stuff like that. And I think it's like sand. And apparently there's the odd diamond in it. That'd be a great day. Um, I'm trying to think what we'd do. Arkansas. We're off to Arkansas, Jenny. Is that it? Crater of Diamonds State Park. The only place in the world where public can search for real diamonds. There it is. I found it. See it? Arkansas. Arkansas, there you are. The only place in the world where public can search for real diamonds in their original volcanic source. Crater of Diamonds is one of a kind experience that brings people from all over the world to Murfreesboro, Murfreesboro, Arkansas. Listen, a 37 acre field. I want to go there too. Let's go there. Let's go gold hunting in Scotland. Then we'll jump out of the pond to Arkansas and we'll do a bit of diamond mining. That sounds like a plan. Oh, there'll be a lot of. I'm sure there'll be a lot of gold in Scotland that they've never found. We could be the ones. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go and put my jammies on and just lie in there like with 3 fans just face me because it's starting to heat up here. And I love you all so much. I'm going to get back to watching my Buffalo Bill and all that anyway. But thank you everybody for joining me today. I hope you have a gorgeous, gorgeous weekend. I shall be back on Monday. And stay safe and know that I love you all. Bye everybody.